Well, Catholics should not try to convert Jews. This is the message coming out of the Vatican. Now, they're stating that the Church is therefore obliged to view evangelization, the spreading of Christianity to Jews who believe in the one God, in a different manner from people of other religions and worldviews. Christianity is rooted in Judaism, so they're not trying to save their souls, basically. The official Vatican document, it says, quote, while affirming salvation through an explicit or even implicit faith in Christ, the Church does not question the continued love of God for the chosen people of Israel. No indoctrination needed. They're already picked by God, so you can just skip their house if you're passing out those flyers, Jose. What do you make of this?
I mean, it comes as a surprise to me a little bit, because much of Christianity is based on the spreading of the faith.
Right.
They came to the Americas and they just dominated with their faith the whole continent. So now I think that this comes to a moment that the Church is trying to renew its structure. It's trying to renew the way they go around spreading their religion. Now, trying to convert Jews into Christianism, it's hard because we do share Catholicism in this case. It's hard because we do share a lot of the origins in both religions. So I think that there's always been a close relationship in between the two religions, but at the same time, it's interesting that the Pope is saying we don't need to transform or convert them into Catholicism.
Right. Well, the Pope actually tackled a host of issues. He tackled gay marriage. He talked about remarriage after divorce. And then to bring up the fact, oh, yeah, by the way, you don't need to proselytize anybody Jewish because they're already going to heaven, just in case you were wondering about that. It's interesting. It's not comical, but it's sort of fascinating the way that you really get in some insight on how the Vatican sees Israel, sees Jewish people, and just the fact that they're in the safe zone. And as you mentioned, the tenets of Christianity, they come from Judaism. The Pentateuch, the first 5 books are the Christian Bible, and they come straight out of the Jewish faith. So the fact that they get a free pass, I don't know if they're relieved or not, that coming from the Pope, or if they even care. What do you make of this? Do you think they care?
I mean, there's another, now that I'm thinking of it, there's another element that is relevant to this story. The fact that the Vatican in the past has recognized Palestine as a sovereign state maybe has an influence in the relationship with Israel. Maybe they do need to do a little bit of damage control and get closer to the powers that be in Israel by this type of statements, because in the past they've recognized Palestine, and that's something that Israel didn't like at all.
Right. Well, I mean, maybe that has some play out here in this. So they're saying, okay, so Palestine, they're a recognized state. We understand that those are a sovereign people, but at the same time, you guys are safe. So maybe this is some sort of not olive branch per se, but it could be. Part of the Church's repudiation here by saying that Jewish people are chosen by God, they were loved by God first. No need to pander, no need to try to convert them to Christianity. They're in the safe zone. So in case you're wondering whether or not you should do some mission work in Israel, you can just skip that altogether.